be real, let's keep it all the way 100% real. We're going to be looking at two games right now. First off, this Liverpool team, you cannot say anything to the Invincibles. You can't say anything to the 100% Man City team. And my dear friends, Sarri, you're going to have to fix up before you face Lyon, because Juventus, you all are looking very, very shaky indeed. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to first deal with the Liverpool game. First, the Liverpool game, then we'll then just discuss Sarri. And this is going to be a Sarri daily construction, because I think it's time for us to really be fully honest and be fully real with regards to who Sarri is. So let's just first start with Liverpool and Arsenal. Now, can I just say this? Liverpool, don't be fake. You can't play like this against Arsenal, then play properly when Chelsea play. No. That's unfair. If Chelsea don't beat Liverpool, then I know that there's a fix in for Chelsea, and the powers that be don't want Chelsea to get top four, because that is just unfair. You can't have one rule for one person, another rule for another person. That is wrong. That is not right, and that is not how we should roll. So let's just start there. Let's just start there. Because this is the Liverpool that I want when Chelsea say what's up. Liverpool dominated the game. They controlled the game. They had more shots. They had more shots on target. They had more possession. I think there was a point where they had like 94% possession. But again, it's not about how long you have the ball, it's what you do with the ball. That Van Dijk mistake was costly. And I think Liverpool have shown that their sharpness just isn't there. Their sharpness isn't there. And as we see, let's just bring up the Premier League table now. Let's bring up the Premier League table, because it is looking as if these dudes are probably not going to break the record. You know, it's looking like if these dudes will not break the record. So I think, because remember, people were saying, "Oh, how?" Because remember, at a point before Liverpool lost to Watford, people were saying Liverpool could be a historic team. Like, I didn't say one of the best teams of all time, and I was looking as if these guys could end up being one of the great domestic teams. Then they lost to Watford. Then Marcus Llorente said, "What's up?" Then Morata said, "What up?" And then things have just begun to derail. Then, especially once they actually won the title, mathematically things have had to derail, which is why we have to be very careful, and we have to critique specifically exactly this Liverpool team. I'd say, how great is this Liverpool team really? So if you look at the table right now, so Liverpool are on 93 points. So they've got 2 games left. They failed. Oh, they failed. Sorry. Maybe I'm sorry if I'm lost on this. So the best they can get are 6 points. So the most they can get are 19. Oh my God. So I think, okay, fine. See, Liverpool fans can say that who cares? All we wanted to do was win the Premier League title. All we wanted to do was win a Premier League title. But see, that's when you have a very small mentality. If all you are about just winning the title and you don't care about records, looking great, this Liverpool team, I don't want this Liverpool team mentioned in the same breath as the Invincibles. I don't want them mentioned in the same breath as Mourinho's team who only lost to 1 game. I don't want them mentioned in the same breath as the Man City 100-point team. I don't want them mentioned in the breath as those teams. No, you're not. So all Liverpool have done is that they've won the Premier League table. And yeah, they can definitely be talked about as one of one of the top teams, but they're not historic. Them being historic, all these teams will remember that they won the title, and I think that's a shame. Based on all the amazing work they did, that's a shame. And this shows to you that Man City were the better team. That's Man City 100 points in with the better team because even after they won the title, Pep still demanded high tier excellence. He just said, no, we go, 100 points. Crazy goals. You have to respect the Arsenal team because that's Arsenal team were like, no one ever beat us. Oh, but you drew 12 times. You drew 15 times. No one ever beat us. We never lost. And it is something that nobody in the Premier League has ever done. So for me, the only conversation we're having is the Invincibles and the 100 points Man City team. Then it's about weight up, perception. Do you go for the 100 points? Entertainment all the way from the beginning to the end, or you never beat us? We won the league with a cleanless, spotless record in terms of we were never beaten. But I really believe Liverpool would break this record. I really believed they would break this record. And Arsenal just said, nah, you ain't doing it, bruh. You ain't doing it. Because even people, I think, remember when we had the football dog, we thought, okay, maybe they could equal it. Wow. That's a shame. But look, man, that isn't funny how football works. Liverpool that was pretty much Liverpool's best team. Maybe apart from Henderson, but it was pretty much Liverpool's first team. Especially it was their front three, top four, boom. Aubameyang wasn't playing. Danny Ceballos wasn't playing. They even had the dust to have David Luiz in defense. So it wasn't Arsenal's strongest team because obviously they were saving players for the FA Cup game this weekend. And despite them having those guys, they still managed to actually beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield. So this doesn't take anything away from Liverpool as champions. You're still champions, and you have to be clear. All that matters is winning the trophy. That's all that matters. It's like they're Premier League champions. They won it. But when we now look at the great winners, this Liverpool team, who could have been like, if we rewind ourselves back to maybe like January, February, there was a time where you could say, oh, these guys could have definitely been one of the great teams. Definitely. And I thought they would have been. But from that to, I mean, nothing special. Nothing special. Because again, like I've always said that the Liverpool side of last year, or even 2 years ago, were far more entertaining and easy on the eye than this year's team. I think this year they didn't actually play great for football. So all they've done really is they just won the title. No, see, for me, all you can say is the gap. That's all you can say is that the gap they have is impressive. Although I think it's now down to 19 points or something. So I think even the gap now might be the same as it was between Man City and Man United when City won it with 100 points, I believe. So, yeah, man. Unfortunately, but look, man, Arsenal, man, huge dub. But although it doesn't really change things too much with regards to the league table, slightly because Arsenal, they still have 53 points. And they're still 2 points behind their sworn rivals, Tottenham. So Arsenal could still finish above Tottenham because who do Arsenal have left? So Arsenal have, okay, they could. Yeah. Arsenal have Villa and Watford. Okay. Arsenal have Villa and Watford. So yeah, man, that's a shame. That's a shame. You had the chance to say what's up. You had the chance to say what's up and they messed up. So from a boy Yasser Said, man, who says HH 99 treble team, best EPL team ever. Stop hating. No, they're not. Based on what? Because remember, but if we're talking about the EPL, it's your performance in the Premier League, not your performance beyond the Premier League, it's your performance within the Premier League. That's treble winning United team. We're very good. They're not better than the Invincibles. They're not better than the City 100-point team. Definitely not. And just besting again, my United 99, greater than Liverpool 2020. Pool v Leipzig will be tough. Pool v Leipzig? Wait, what do you mean by Pool v Leipzig? I don't understand. Pool v Leipzig. Where's that from? Okay. Yeah. We broke. Well, I have no idea where that's from. The players are very happy lifting the title. Yeah, no. Look, for me, as I said again, no, look, it's all cool. Like, I think Liverpool's focused. You can see that Liverpool, their hearts are not in it, their minds are not in it, which is fair enough because I think their focus was titled, and I think the pressure on them from Liverpool supporters and so forth was win the title. Win the title. All that matters is win the title. All the other title. So because they had so much of their physical and mental energy and focus in winning the title, once that happened, they're like, all right, well, we're cool. Which is why, like, I'm hoping, because when they play Chelsea, that's when they lift off the trophy. I'm just hoping that once they're in that celebratory mood, Chelsea can just take advantage and just get the win. Because at Liverpool, you've already won the title, you've won the trophy. And Liverpool, you owe us. We helped you win that title with our dub against Man City. The least you can do is give us the win. I think if Liverpool wants to be fair, Klopp wants to be fair, play a weakened team. Play the kids. Play the kids. Let guys rest. Let guys chill. Give guys an early holiday. They deserve it. They deserve it. Give guys an early holiday. They deserve it. I'll be very angry if Klopp puts out a full-strength side against Chelsea. Because for me, I think now just be unfair. You have to play it fair. And I think if they're playing it fair, they should not put a full-strength side against Chelsea. They shouldn't. Go easier on your boys. And I think the best way to thank Chelsea for their incredible efforts of giving them the title by beating Man City is to play a weakened team. Play a weakened team. Play a weakened team. Okay. Let's get into Sarri, because that is the cause of concern here. First of all, so I think best to say, so you mentioned Liverpool instead. So first of all, how do I attack this? How do I attack this? I want to attack this first of all I want to come from the Serie A point of view. I believe Lazio drew as well. I don't want to talk about Lazio. This shows how useless the Serie A is. Because again, I don't want to be too harsh on the Serie because Sassuolo played very well. Sassuolo have a very nice, attractive passing game. Their passing game it's stellar. It's stellar. It's magnificent. But in my opinion, this might go down as Juventus might go down as one of the worst title winners in history. As in, these guys look disjointed, out of sync, bunch of strangers. There's no strategy. There's no personality. There's no character. Nobody knows what they're just. It's as if these guys turned up in a park. They're a bunch of friends, a bunch of mates, turned up in a park and just started to play. And by the virtue of them individually being good, they've won games. So they're not won games by being a cohesive team. They've won games by just having better players than the opposition. Which is crazy because I've always said that, you can't just put a bunch of strangers together and expect to win. You have to have a team. But that just goes to show that I think just how much better Juventus are than these Serie A teams. Because Sassuolo should have won. Sassuolo had amazing chances. They had a flipping one. They had two great one-on-ones. One especially in the second half that they flopped. But it goes to show that despite Juventus being so ordinary, so useless, they're still going to win the Serie A because Inter and Lazio have messed up even more and have continually messed up even more because Juve have given them chance after chance. Imagine if Lazio and Inter maintain their winning run because Juve, they drop points against Atalanta. They've not dropped points against Sassuolo. But Juve know that we can keep on dropping points. These clans will drop points as well or even lose. So even when Juventus eventually win the Serie A title, it's going to, no one will care because them winning the Serie A title just shows you just how messed up the Serie A is. That this team has had so many problems, so many issues. They look so messed up. They look so out of sorts that even the other players say, "Wait, how the hell did we win this title? How?" Because even when you look at Juve winning it the previous 8 times, when you look at how Bayern have won it, they've still looked good. Like Juve have still looked like a team under Allegri. Bayern Munich still looks like a team during all the times that they won it. But because the teams have been so bad, you know, that's been the case. So what he has to say, thank you for the super chat, Mr. Side. He says, winning a treble is more difficult than being invincible. Stop the hate. I dare any English club to win the treble. I dare, I dare. Again, this is based on the Premier League. If you want to just say who is the best team overall, okay, I would definitely say that's the United team based on what they did. But this is based on what did you do in the Premier League? Not what you did in the Champions League, not what you did in the FA Cup. What did you do in the Premier League? So it's based on what they did in the Premier League in a single season. It is between the Chelsea team, who only lost once, the City team, who had 100 points, and the Invincibles, based on what they did primarily in the Premier League. That's where I'm going to. That's what I'm going to. But yeah, back to Juventus, man. So your boy Armchair Critic says Cristiano's 2 Scudettos greater than Maradona's, right? How so? Again, Armchair Critic, do you know how? I'm sorry, but do you know how dumb that statement is? Because Napoli have only won 2 Scudetto titles, have only won 2 titles in their entire history. Juve were winning titles before Cristiano. Juve will be winning titles after Cristiano. So what Maradona did for Napoli is why he's certified as it goes, because what he did, he single-handedly won little old Napoli 2 titles, which is what you call greatness. Thoughts on Claude getting banned? I'll probably elaborate on that maybe afterwards, but not now. But let me just deal with this Juve thing, but I'll elaborate on that afterwards. From Coach Neras, who says, if players, coaches stay, Atalanta for Serie A 2020, 2021? Nope. They'll do good. They'll be fine. But I still believe Juve 10 in a row. I need to be convinced otherwise before going against Juventus. Because Coach Neras, you have to understand, look at how trash Juventus have been. Even Juve supporters are even insulting their side. That's why people say hitting against Sarri, and they're still going to win. They're still not going to win. So let's talk about Sarri, because he's under a massive amounts of pressure. Huge amounts of pressure Sarri is under. So is it Sarri's fault? Or is it the fact that it's not his team? Because this is what people need to understand. When you hire someone, when you hire someone, so I'm going to say, check the message on Insta. Okay, yeah, I'll check it, bro. I'll check your message on Insta, bro. So when you when you hire a manager, because of his set of skills. You don't hire Pep and want to play defensive football. You don't hire Simeone, I want to play attacking offensive football. That's not how it works. So Agnelli, or rather Agnelli, you knew who you were hiring when you hired Sarri. So when you hired Sarri, you should have known that, okay, this is a certain manager and he's a certain coach. And because he's a certain coach and he's a certain manager, he is going to play a certain way. So he needs certain players and he needs a certain environment for him to succeed. This is still Allegri's team. And it is obvious that Sarri's philosophy and Allegri's philosophy are completely opposed. What Sarri was fortunate to have was 2 things when he was at Chelsea. The players at Chelsea, even though they were playing under Conte's philosophy, the players at Chelsea, their skill sets and the core of that team wasn't too departed away from Sarri's philosophy. So it took Sarri less time to really get them playing how he wanted to play. That's the first thing. The second thing, he brought in Jorginho. So he was fortunate on those fronts of the players that were there and Jorginho. He was able to implement his style. The issue here is between Pjanic, Rabiot, Bentancur, Cristiano, Dybala, they obviously don't connect well with the philosophy that Sarri has. So this is the idea. And this is what Juventus have to think about in the summer. Either you sack Sarri or you give him exactly what he wants. Because if you don't give him exactly what he wants, then it's not going to work. And I think as a manager, because people say, well, if you're a manager, you have to adapt, you have to adapt, you have to adapt. Pep doesn't adapt. And why should he? Because his philosophy yielded success. So Sarri can say to his point that I didn't win anything with Napoli, but I came very close. And I played some very good quality for football, and I laid a foundation that's what's it called? Ancelotti and Gattuso benefited from. Then you could say, well, I gave Chelsea a trophy. I won a trophy with Chelsea, and I got them to third. So he can still say, why do I need to adapt? Why do I need to adapt? Because this is my philosophy. Pep has his philosophy. Mourinho has his philosophy. Simeone has his philosophy. So it is down to the players to listen to my philosophy. So that's the choice. Either you give Sarri what he needs in the transfer market to build the team in his image, or you sack him and you get a manager who can work with these players. That is what is needed, because 100% this is not working. Juventus are just winning by virtue of individual brilliance. Like Dybala coming up with something, Cristiano coming up with something, Dor Costa coming up with something, but then just finding a way to get a goal. That's what's happening, because it's obviously not flowing. And I do feel that you put a Jorginho in there, it can drastically change things. It can drastically change things, And you see, this thing with Cristiano. So Cristiano is my guy. Cristiano is my guy. I love this dude, and I have all the respect in the world for Cristiano. But, and this is what I even said before, Cristiano and Sarri, then I think, because remember, when you look at how Chelsea played on the Sarri and how Napoli played on the Sarri, it is very intricate passing for ball. You cannot do that with Cristiano. Cristiano isn't technically gifted with the ball at his feet. Cristiano is an impact player. Now, he used to be, but Cristiano in 2020 doesn't know how to dribble. He isn't very good when the ball is at his feet. He can't give you what a Neymar can give you, what a Salah can give you, what a Mane can give you, what any of these guys can give you. He's an impact player, hence why he worked supremely well in a very direct system that Real Madrid played. Wherefore, in Real Madrid, it was less passes, quick impact, direct, give him the ball into space. Because see, in Real Madrid, they tried to give Cristiano the ball into space and tried to set him up with good crosses, good plays, where all he had to do was just finish. But in Juventus, he's been given the ball more. They're trying to pass the ball around, and that's obviously not working. And we're now seeing putting Cristiano in a bad light, because you don't want to put Cristiano in a bad light. Put him in the best possible light. Play to his strengths. His strengths right now in 2020 is his finishing. He's a great finisher. But don't give him the ball to feet, because that ball will just go sideways. He'll do a step over. He'll lose the ball. He'll give you one dribble once every 5-6 games. So Sarri has to understand that and mold the team to him, which is why. But it's obvious that Sarri is fixed in his philosophy, and he won't change the team to be more cutthroat. Let's do it with all of these passes. Let's just work on set plays. Let us perfect our crossing. Let's perfect our delivery system and try and just get the ball to the strikers, but especially get the ball to Cristiano and really utilize his jumping ability, utilize his heading ability, utilize his amazing movements. And that's not what they're using. Because if I was advising, let's say if I was Sarri's assistant coach, sorry, look, bro, we have a superb goal scorer here. We have one of the best goal scorers in the world here. Don't force him to dribble. That's not his game. His game is a supreme finisher. In training, let's just work on creating situations, creating plays, creating triangles in which we can give him the best possible cross inside the 18-yard. Let's create situations where we coax the defense into creating that through ball that can play to strength, so he's going to run onto it and just finish. If we do that, Sarri, Maurizio, we will win games. But what we're doing right now is just enforcing this philosophy into a group of players who clearly don't know how to play it, can't play it because their characteristics don't blend well. Matuidi is a useful player. I don't care. I also say Matuidi is a useful player. He's a World Cup winner and respect him. But you see, Matuidi, under the Didier Deschamps tutelage, works well. Because Didier Deschamps is about industry, being economical. You don't have to have huge possessions. It's just about being key economical. But Matuidi, under the Sarri system, clearly doesn't work. Because when you look at whether it was, what's it called? Alan, Hamsik, Jorginho, technically gifted players who are great on the ball. Even when you look at what he did with Mertens, compare Mertens and Insigne to Cristiano and Higuain. It's not that like Insigne and Mertens' technical work on the ball is far superior to what Cristiano can give you. And in some ways, in a weird way, definitely a lot more than what Higuain can give you. So that's the reality. From yesterday, it says 07-08 are the second best EPL team after the 99 team. Yesterday, no, I'm sorry, no. The best Premier League teams are the City team and the Invincibles. I don't know how many times you want me to say this. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. I will still say Lyon will beat Juventus. I am not ready to say Juventus will lose to Lyon because I do believe that Juventus will improve by the time the Champions League comes around. I do believe that. But you have to be worried. Juventus have to be worried because if you're Lyon, you're like, look at what Atalanta did to these guys. Look at what Sassuolo did to these guys. If we really move the ball around, pass the ball around, Lyon said we could have a really great chance against Juventus. But again, I still believe Juve will win. I still say people will still win. They will still go through. They will still go through that. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, man. So, but you see, the thing about it is that look, man, you would be smart to still put money on Juventus in the Champions League now. See, the smart money is now because based on how Juve have been struggling, the odds on Juve winning the Champions League will be low. So, see, dumb money is putting money on a Bayern neck. But my thing about it is that smart money, now you may lose, but smart money is Juventus now. Because people like this thing like useless, all the negative stuff. But I've seen this story play out so many times that it seemed that no one fancied. People thought we're trash. Look what happened. Greece in Euro 04. Italy in World Cup 06. You know. So you never know. You never know. But look, man, the Juve are still going to win this. They're still going to win the Serie A title because domestic football is a mess. What? What? Atalanta are second? What? Oh my God. Oh my, Atalanta are second. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Atalanta are second. Man, give it up to Gasperini. I mean, basically, Lazio. You see, I would be tempted to induct Lazio's badge because what Lazio have done is so sickening. It's so annoying. I don't want to induct them, but I know that I can't be too harsh. But you, you chokers, you choked. You completely and utterly choked. You could have done something truly amazing, really shocked the world, and really gone through. Even if I don't even care because Lazio have racist fans, but just on a pure, in just a pure footballing sense, wow. But I would know that in Lazio, they never had the heart for it. They never had the heart for it, man. They never had the heart for it. But wow, Atalanta, man, my God. From your boy, just Beston, I'm 100% confident Neymar will do me proud. Brazil's. Beston, I know you love Neymar. But Beston, this is all I ask of you. If PSG lose to Atalanta, because we just saw the table, Atalanta are second. PSG are playing Le Havre and these sideshow teams. Atalanta are actually in a much more competitive league. All I'm saying is this, because I believe PSG will win. If PSG lose to Atalanta with Neymar their best in, don't be pussy. I want you on the stream. Don't be a pussy. I want you on the stream. If those guys end up taking an L. From this and that, 768. Thank you, bro. Off topic, but HH, is Jerry Maguire in the Brig Academy? If not, he should be, or at least under review. Maguire, I would put under review. I would put under review. And let me tell you something real quick about Maguire. The thing about Maguire is hype. People bought into the hype. That's what it is. People just merely bought into the hype of Maguire. And they got sold on that hype, and they got drunk off that hype of Maguire. Because they were sold off the hype of one tournament. Similar to the whole James Rodriguez thing. But the thing with James Rodriguez is he was never played in his best position. I still believe to this day that James Rodriguez is the real deal. He just wasn't put in his best position. But Maguire was never the real deal. He was decent at the World Cup for England. He was nowhere near as good as James Rodriguez was for Colombia. United drank the Kool-Aid, got him, made him captain, and he got embarrassed. He's been embarrassed by dudes. Ball has been through your legs and so forth. So, yeah, man. But he's not a brick, though. He's not a brick. But I would definitely say under review is definitely much more likely. Jerry Maguire. From your boy Coach Naros, who says that this is what I'm saying. If Atalanta take the form they've shown in the second half of the season into next, there's no reason they can't win next year. But the thing about it, though, is that's a lot to ask. 38 games. It's very different seeing what's up in 10 games as opposed to 38 games. And we've seen from Lazio, Atalanta are playing with no pressure. Now, there's a different amount of pressure if, let's say, oh my gosh, if we win, we go 5 points clear. Or if we win, we cut it down to 2 points, which is the pressure that Lazio felt. Because it's very different. Because Atalanta are like, we're not really thinking about winning the title. We just play here, play here, play there, play here, play there, play there, play here, play there, play there. But it's very different when it's like, you can actually win. And that added pressure can affect you. So Juventus, because these guys are far more experienced, they've been in this situation before, they are far better and much more well-versed in settling this. See, guys, don't entertain me. And I know Mossab is going to jump up and down because Mossab is going to say, well, if Inter beats Spal tomorrow, they're on 71 points. That's 71 points, 5 games to go, and they'd be 6 points behind Juventus. But again, Juventus, this is about 10 in a row. Juventus are winning this. They're winning this. Because if Juventus, I'll tell you this right now, if Juventus mess this up, if Juventus if they mess up the Serie A title, I don't think Sarri will actually be taking the team out in that game against Lyon. But that would be taking the piss. That would genuinely be taking the piss. If these guys actually screw up like that, that would be taking the piss. From your boy, I'm Great. Thank you for the super chat. He says, how long do you think Cristiano will stay at Juve? So he's 35. I really believe that he's going to stay for as long as he wins the Champions League. And I think his aim there is to win the Champions League. But let's say he doesn't win the Champions League in the next 3 seasons, he will leave. And then he'll probably have his final career in Sporting Lisbon. So I'll say 3 seasons max. So like in 3 seasons, he'll be what, 37? I certainly doubt whether he'll still be playing at 38, 39. But who knows, man? Maybe he will. But I will say 3. I will say 3 more seasons. From yes, HH, please check what I tagged you on Twitter. Oh God, why? What did you tag me on Twitter now? I hope it's not porn. Jose Mourinho, who says, okay, let's see. There are only 3 top leagues in Europe, not 5. La Liga, English Premier League, Portuguese Premier League. Then there's PSG League in France, Juventus League in Italy. See, that's why he's my guy. That's why he's my guy. This dude puts the Portuguese Premier League ahead of Uber Eats. But is he wrong? Is he wrong? The Uber Eats, the Juventus League, and look, man, I've got to retweet that, man. I've got to retweet that. Thanks for that, I say, man. That's a good one. I've got to retweet that. But is he lying? You know? Because, see, I told you, like, see, for me, I'm a football fan. I told you, I'm a football fan before anything else. This isn't the half-hope Chelsea. See, Chelsea and my team, I'm a complicated Chelsea fan, a very complicated Chelsea fan, but I'm a football fan first and foremost. And me being a football fan, I get excited of competition. I love where, who's going to win? There's nothing worse where there is no entry, there's no entertainment. Which is why I don't understand how Juve fans can celebrate winning the Serie A. I don't understand that. I don't understand how Bayern fans can celebrate winning the. How can you be happy? How can you celebrate? Because it's like, where is the joy when you win all the time? Even if it's, this was close, but yeah, you've won 5 or 6 times before. Which is why in club football, the only thing that really means something is the Champions League. Because it's difficult to win, which is why what Real Madrid did is special. And since the Champions League has happened, Real Madrid are the only team who defended their crown. That's what I like. That's what I love. Through the Champions League, only Real Madrid, through that three-peat, there's always been a different winner every single year. Every single year, there's always been a different winner. Only up until the whole Real Madrid thing. That's what you call a competition. But if you say the same team has won this 6 times in a row, 5 times in a row, you're like, what the hell? Is it like then where is the fun? Where is the fun? What's the point? Like, when Juventus win the Serie A, which they will, because Inter will probably show up against Spal. It's 9 in a row. I will repeat that to you guys. Juventus will have won 9 Serie A titles in a row. And if they win next year, they would have gone through an entire decade winning the title. It is so stupid. It is so embarrassing. It is so ridiculous. There's no other way to slice it. So for people in the Bundesliga or the Ubers or Serie A saying, "Oh no," I'm like, how can I get excited even analyzing the games? See, my excitement of analyzing the games only comes from looking at players and pretty much being a scatter. Because again, looking at Sassuolo, I say, "Oh man, that Boga guy looks pretty good. Locatelli looks pretty good." Like, oh yeah, is this Marianelli looks really good? So I'm just looking at it based on just looking at players and what players are good and so forth. But with regards to really being invested in the matches, I can't, because I'm like, well, I don't know who's going to win this league. It's like, why is it? It's like when Coltonero says, "Oh, you put money on Atalanta next season." F no, hell no. I don't throw away money. Why would I bet against Juventus winning it next year when they've won it 9 times previously? As bad as they've looked, as hard as the video looks, why would I back against Juve winning it next season when they've won it 9 times previously? If you were to say to a betting man that, yo, man, go for Atlanta thing, and he assessed it, and I was like, wait a minute, why am I betting against a team who won it 9 times previously? Logic states they've got a pretty good chance of winning it again, man. So it's ridiculous, man. All right, my guys, send in your questions, man. I'll do 20 minutes of questions. And since you're here, remember, support your boy, become a patron, member, pledge and support your boy. I want your support, please, I want your support, man. Shout out to the 18 patrons out there. Tonight, after this stream, we are watching Scarface. I will tweet out the link on YouTube. Sorry, on Twitter. We are watching Scarface. So the StreamYard link will be put out on the StreamYard link will be put out on Twitter. So after the stream, I'll put out the link and we are going to be watching Scarface. Scarface is going to be this week's cinema movie from Half Hope Cinema Club. So please join me while we watch Scarface, man. You know, it's a legendary film. From Just Benson at HH, I promise you, Rashford will surpass Hazard in the EPL. Okay, wait, before I respond to that, let me just view this message I was given by this dude. Okay, so oh yeah, I've seen it. So Bessie, pepper dancing. yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen, and because the first one I think that was already Pep, but yeah, because it's a video of a very young Pep dancing, which just it just looks odd. It just looks. I told you, Pep is a very odd dude. I promise you, Rashford will surpass Hazard in the EPL. Bestin, Hazard has greater heights that he's trying to reach. Hazard is coming off a World Cup semi, and is trying to win a CL. Okay, so, and I think Hazard is more than happy for Rashford to be better than him in the EPL. Hazard is trying to win a Champions League and is trying to win a Euros next year for Belgium. So you have to, Bestin, you know, you've got to raise the benchmark, Best. You have to raise that benchmark. Okay, you have to raise that benchmark. If Inter and Atalanta win the Serie A, will you do a meal? I will do you one better. I will do 2 meals and a dessert. I'll have a full course meal and a dessert. I'll have a full, you know, I mean, I'm saying right now, and you're talking this season. If Atalanta or Inter win this season, I am tempted to remove my shades. I'm tempted to do a stream. Because I'm so sure, I am so positive even women, I am tempted to do it with no shades. All right. So, all right, let's see what you guys say, man. Oh, Brian, man, thank you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you to you guys, man. What is your prediction about Chelsea versus United in the FA Cup? Oh, bro. I mean, we're gonna try and do a preview. I want to try and do a preview with lead level, but that can go either way. But I'll be real with you. United look real scary. I'm looking at Chelsea's defense and look at United's attack. It's looking really scary. And Lampard has to get that. He has to get that lineup right. It is imperative he gets that lineup right, because if he gets it wrong, United will win the game. You know, the defense has to be stellar. And I think it's a game in which Giroud has to start. But 1,000%, I'll keep it real with you. United are the favorites. Now, the favorites don't always win. But I'll be real with you. Based on form, how both teams have been playing, United will go into there as the favorites, which is cool. Because Chelsea were the favorites against West Ham. We saw what happened. Favorites against Sheffield United, we saw what happened. Chelsea with the underdogs against Man City, we'll see what happens. So Chelsea going in there as the underdogs, I think that is great. I think that is great. Let's United be the favorites, because at the end of the day, favorites or underdogs, it's about winning. It's all about and always has been about winning. Well, guys, in case you don't know, tomorrow remember we will be doing this show. So tomorrow's stream will of course be reviewing the Real Madrid and three games tomorrow. So Real Madrid can officially become La Liga champions if they win, or if Barcelona fail to win their game. I believe is it against Osasuna. I think Madrid play Villarreal at home. So all Real Madrid need is 3 points. All they need is a win. But something tells me, Mr. Disco, something tells me, Mo, relax. Mo, shush. Mo, I didn't skip anything. Mo, shush. Zip it. Zip your lips. But something tells me, bro, that it's going to go to the last day of the season. I see Real Madrid maybe drawing this game, and then it will all go down in this season. Remember, all Real need are 2 points. That's all they need. All they need are 2 points, so they can afford to lose one game, and then all they need is then they'll have to definitely win the next games. But all they need is 2 points. All they need is 2 points. But see, if you're Real Madrid, get it over and done with. It's a game at the crib. It's at home. Even if Villarreal are nice, they are nice. But you see, this is the kind of thing that Real Madrid should want to play, because Villarreal are a very attacking team that will give them space. So Real just says, for Real Madrid, just go out and just do it. Because see, once Real just clean it up and everything, then we'll have to have a real discussion about Zidane and what he's done. Then all focus will now be on the Champions League. And also speaking of which, I wrote a blog on the US, on the Patreon, on the Hufflepod blog. I wrote a blog on the US talking about how the US is going to be a boost. The US is going to be a boost. The US is a boost for Barcelona. Barcelona should be happy with the US coming back. They should be real happy with the US coming back, man. All right, let's see what you're gonna say, man. But it would be crazy if Barcelona do win, though. It would be pretty hilarious if Barcelona actually somehow won. That would be hilarious, man. But no. But as I said again, man, like, look, it's all about Ogril, man. It's all about Ogril, I'm just hoping. Do you know what would really suck? If somehow Ogril got messed up. If somehow, let's say, my YouTube channel got shut down, the COVID cases rose, there's an alien attack or something, then if that happens, like, I'll break something. Because you see, here's where I stand. We the people, we the football fanship, we deserve a great, memorable Champions League in August. We deserve it. We deserve it. We've been so mistreated. We're treated like such trash. We deserve an amazing CL come the end of the day, man. All right. Did you see that the Cannonball has already accepted defeat and wants to focus on the Champions League? For me, that's fair, because people say, "Oh, Barcelona should always believe. They should always believe." But it's one of those things of where, if in Barcelona, of course, you want to you always want to play to win. But I think for Barcelona, their focus has to be the Champions League. Whereas, okay, like, look, because unless something crazy happens, Real Madrid should win. And I think something crazy might still happen. Because if Real Madrid, let's say they draw, they lose, then Barcelona, man, look, let's just win that final game. Then who knows what can happen? Maybe you can put pressure on these dudes. But they're like, look, man, most likely Real will say what's up. So let's now put all our eggs, put all our focus in saying what's up. Let's put all our focus in saying what's up against Napoli, because now that is huge. Because again, Barcelona's path to the final is very difficult. Very difficult indeed. It ain't easy. And they'll need to be at their optimum 100% best. They'll need to be completely, totally at the very best, man. So remember, guys, become a patron, guys. This is how you can support your boy. If you love your boy, have hope. If you really respect your boy, have hope. If you want to be one with your boy, have hope, who gives you all this amazing content, all these streams with great comedy, great humor, great candor, become a patron. Become a patron. Shout out to the 18 patrons who've already been part of this thing, supporting your boy, pledging each month. I thank you. I will do a video giving all of you guys a shout out, man. But I would really appreciate if you guys can just keep and just give your boy that support, man, because I want to grow that. I want to grow more. I want to grow. I want to get by the end of the month, I want to have at least 50 patrons. At least 50 patrons in there. Pledge whatever you want, whether it's $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month. Support your favorite analyst. Support your favorite analyst. Becoming a patronage. Becoming a patronage. What else are you guys saying, man? Giving you that content smack, not crack, content smack. There's a difference. There's a difference, bro. HH, why is Tuchel rated so highly? I don't get it. Who rates Tuchel highly? Who? I've already said before that Tuchel is not winning this. Tuchel will never deliver a Champions League for PSG. So I don't know what's best in it is smoking with Neymar. Yes, you can have the players you want, but you still need a manager. You still need a coach. And Tuchel, as a coach, as a tactician, and so forth, you could argue he's a rookie. And if we do get a PSG Atletico, which we will not, because the way Atlanta are moving, we will not. If we do get a PSG Atletico semi, I am picking Simeone to out tactic your boy thingamajig, Tuchel. Are we going to say that Tuchel is as good as a tactician as Simeone? Hell no. So no, it's not happening, man. From best is HH. Do Pep CL wins in 09 and 11 have asterisks? The one in 09 does. The one in 2011 doesn't. Because the one in 09, the referee cheated Chelsea. That's a fact. And I think that's what everyone knows. The referee cheated Chelsea in 09. It was a complete and not a cheat. Complete and not a cheat. 2011, yeah, even if that semi against Real Madrid was a bit sketchy, 2011, yeah, just based on just how good they were that year and how good they were in the final, that is one of the great CL final performances. And Javi gave one of the great individual performances in that second half. I'm like, that 2011 one is good. The 09 one, I'll never agree, man. I will never ever agree about that 2009 one. Hell no, man. HH, what is your opinion on the Sancho situation to United and Havertz to Chelsea situation? Well, see, this is my thing. I understand why United want to get Sancho, and I think that for United, you close the gap of City and Liverpool. You need the best possible players, and Sancho would fit in very, very well. Sancho would fit in very, very well. In that setup that United have. They fit in very well in that setup that they have. But I'm not sure whether it will materialize or happen. But I do think that United are a lot closer to getting Sancho than Chelsea, which is why I'm walking and I'm doing my little thing, making a few calls in trying to get Chelsea that dub. But with regards to Havertz to Chelsea, that looks like if it's becoming a lot more real. So Havertz to Chelsea, it is seeing as how things materialize with Timo Werner, how Leverkusen did away with Son, they did away with the brands, and they can't really keep hold of their players. Havertz to Chelsea going to be a real thing. Now, my thoughts on it: Sancho to United, great. I'm not sold on Kai Havertz. Same thing as how I'm still not sold on João Felix, because has Kai Havertz shown what Mbappe showed at Monaco, what the Uz showed for Dortmund, what Ansu Fati has showed for Barcelona? To think he has, bro. To think he has. From your boy Junior says, thank you very much for the super chat, Mr. Aziz. He says Cristiano wins the Champions League with Juve and wins Euros. Horseman, no. Because I'll say it again, the rules for being a horseman are very clear. The rules for being a horseman are very clear. It is about winning the World Cup. You cannot even be considered for horseman status without winning the World Cup. You need to win the World Cup. The rules will never change. That's why they're called rules, because they don't change. That's why they're called rules, bro. Yes, I said, how good is De Ligt? Dude looks average. I think De Ligt has just had a adaptability issue and problem, moving from the very attacking Ajax to a Juve side who don't even know what they are. So I don't want to blame everything on De Ligt, because I just think he's into a situation where, like, not everyone in this Juve side has looked great. So he is obviously a very young defender. I remember defenders have very, very long careers. So it's really about, him growing into the role, because remember, he's very young. You only really hit your peak as a defender when you're like 28, 29, and so forth. So I wouldn't call him an average. I'll just say he's still a very good defender that's just learning how to adapt in this new team. HH, can we put Ramos VVD debate to rest? Ramos is clear. Let's not be too harsh. VVD has looked sketchy. For sure, Van Dijk has looked very, very sketchy these last few weeks. And I just think that, you can argue that Van Dijk's professionalism has not been very good. Because my thing is, like, all because it doesn't matter doesn't mean that your performance has to drop so low. So what I always like to do is I judge guys at the very best. Like, consistency is a different argument, and maybe you can say, okay, well, Ramos is more consistent than Van Dijk, but I will still say that let's look at the guys at the very best. When you put them guys at the very best, I would still give Ramos the edge or Van Dijk. Van Dijk is still a very good centre back at his best, but I will still give your boy Ramos the edge, though. Havertz did more for Leverkusen than what Dembele did at Dortmund. Then why did Barcelona spend so much in getting him? I don't think you saw what the Oos did at Dortmund, because that is what made me. That's why I called him the Oos. I called him the Oos based on, like, who the heck is this dude? Based on just how extraordinary his performances were. Now, Havertz may have better numbers and better stats and so forth, but using the eye test based on what almost every game I saw of the Oos with Dortmund, I was like, who the heck is this dude? This is an outstanding player. Every game I've seen of Havertz, I'm like, yeah, this guy's all right. Okay, he may score a goal here and then he may do a pass here, but nothing I see of Havertz grabs my eye. Nothing I say that, man, this guy is like an outstanding player. But when I saw the Oos for Dortmund, scoring with his right foot, scoring with his left foot, scoring superb goals, weaving in and out of guys, superb, graceful balance, really taking on 2, 3, 4 guys in one hand on both wings. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a supremely amazing player. A supremely amazing player. So, yeah, man, he did do more. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take a few more, then I'll be out of here, man. All right. If Atalanta win the league, induct Sarri as a Class A break. If Atalanta win the league, yes, Sarri will be inducted. So will Juve's badge. So no, Sarri and Juve's badge will be inducted. But I dare Juventus to screw this up. I dare them to screw this up. Because I thought that they were already far and clear. But yeah, they're 7 points. Even if 7 points is still a great thing, because it's 7 points with 5 games to go, that's still for Juventus, that's still a great cushion. But if Inter win and it's 6 points, but as I said again, Juve, they've come on, guys, come on, they've won it, man. They've won it. How hype is Greenwood? Greenwood is good. Greenwood is a good player. Greenwood is a good player, man. But I do think that English media do like to overhype their players a bit. They do like to overhype their players a bit, man. I have no agenda against Cristiano, man. I'm not hype against Cristiano. Especially, I'm not a stats merchant, and all he did wasn't to dribble because Dembele assisted and he scored, but he was winning games for Dortmund. On his own, he was winning. He was single-handedly winning. I think there was one time in which he scored a goal that knocked us down from the DFB Pokal Cup. So he was winning games for flipping Dortmund. No. Go and watch his highlights for Dortmund, and then you'll be like, yeah, this is why Barcelona wanted to. Barcelona don't spend the money to go out and buy if you're just some average player. They don't do that. Guys, it's all good. I'm about to ride out. Remember, man, if you're not yet a Patreon, become a Patreon member. A Patreon member is how you can support your boy Half Hope, so I can keep on doing this football hot stuff, so you can make me do this for a living, so I can quit my flipping part-time job, man, because these guys, they don't really pay me, man. So guys, you can help support the boy by all of you guys putting in a little bit to pledging through and allow Half Hope to do this for a living, fully 24/7, giving you that amazing, superb content. So become a Patreon right there by patreon.com/Half Hope and choose your tier for what you want to pledge towards. And shout out to the 18 patrons who've already pledged already, man. So guys, I will see you again here for tomorrow's stream. So tomorrow, 7 p.m., of course, is the football dugout. And then in the evening, of course, we'll then be reviewing the Real Madrid game where maybe they would have won the La Liga by then. But yeah, man, shouts to all those guys who've become a Patreon. Become a Patreon, guys. Become a Patreon. The link is below in the description box. Patreon.com/Half Hope. Peace out, stay true, and I'm out. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.